Hey, what's happening? What's going on, guys? You have tuned into Rules for Rebels. Today we're going to be talking about SEO. I've always been interested in SEO. I've always been pretty decent at SEO, but I never really put a huge focus on really kind of learning SEO in depth. SEO is kind of interesting. Back when I first kind of got started in the whole making money online, like blogging, affiliate marketing stuff years and years ago, things were a lot different. Back then there was a lot more gamesmanship that went into SEO. I feel like SEO was a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot more technical, and a lot more tactical. And by that, I mean, like, I came in probably towards the end or right after MFA, or the Made for AdSense days were kind of over. Made for AdSense or MFA. Google it. You'll see guys holding up like $100,000 checks from Google AdSense, $200,000 checks from Google AdSense. And back then, like, if you were really good at SEO, if you could build backlinks, and if you kind of knew on-page and off-page SEO well, you could put together a one-page website, rank on the top of Google, and make a shitload of money. I recently heard a stat, and they said that if you can get on, not even number one, if you can get on first page for the term Viagra, that's worth $25,000 a day in affiliate income. That's not even running your own business where the margins are better. That's in low-paying affiliate programs. You can make 25 grand. So that just kind of shows you the power of SEO. I think SEO is important for everybody. If you have a local brick and mortar business, or even a local, shop, brick and mortar business, something like that, SEO is incredibly important. Now, local SEO is a little bit different than, kind of general online SEO, but nonetheless, incredibly important to local businesses. SEO to affiliate marketers. I mean, that business is all about traffic. Incredibly important if you want to get into blogging or affiliate marketing, CPA offers, things like that. And even for those of you guys who got e-commerce shops, I see a lot of people focusing on, optimizing their website for conversions and creating funnels. And, why isn't my website converting? Why isn't it selling? Like, you can have the best converting website in the world. You can have the best products in the world. But if you don't have any traffic, it's all for naught. There's no point to it. So I've been focusing on SEO quite a bit these past few weeks. There's a lot of great sites out there. One of my favorite ones is Search Engine News. This is like $100 a month to sign up for, but you don't need to sign up for that one. I mean, Search Engine Journal, Search Engine Watch, Search Engine Land. Start following some of the SEO, kind of blogs and newsletters and things like that. Again, you don't have to pay for anything. It's all out there free. Just look around, and there's some great tips. And these are a lot of things that I've been using and kind of doing for a long time. But I was one of my clients subscribes to SEO News and kind of shares it with me, so I can kind of stay up on, SEO stuff and Google change. I mean, there's changes all the time. Like, just for example, looking right here, so that, this metadata, this little preview that we're seeing here, Google recently announced that click-through rates are going to play a role in SEO. So this little preview that I see down below this listing, the SEN Monthly Digest of Strategic Developments and Guidelines Changes Across All Search Engines and Social Media Platforms. So this is pretty shitty, right? There's nothing like enticing me to click here and read. Let's see, a well-rounded post. The latest news, videos, and transcriptions. I mean, this is a little bit better, but essentially, spending time actually crafting metadata that tells about what your page or your article is about, as well as like almost as if you're writing a title for a YouTube video or a title for an Amazon merch shirt. You really need to lure people in, because your click-through rate is actually going to affect, kind of where you rank. So just all these little things are important. And I just happened to stumble upon this article when I was going through Search Engine News, and it talks about 8 simple, and these really are simple, techniques that can help you target and find long-tail keywords. Now, let's talk a little bit about SEO and like keywords versus long-tail keywords. Long-tail keywords are where it's at. When I first got involved in blogging and affiliate marketing and even e-commerce, I was trying to rank for big terms. If I was selling baseball bats, I try to rank for the term baseball bat. And not only is that going to be almost impossible to do, but also there's really not that much value in ranking for a term like baseball bat. Somebody who's going to buy, they're not necessarily going to search baseball bat. They might search, or actually maybe running shoes is a better example. Somebody who's looking for running shoes probably isn't just going to search running shoes. They're maybe going to look up running shoes for flat feet, running shoes for wide feet, running shoes for off-road, running shoes for marathons, running shoes for high arches. Most people, especially when they're getting closer to the end of the buying cycle, are going to be searching for very, very specific things. So, okay, sure, somebody looking for running shoes might search the word running shoes, but normally that's just going to help them narrow it down. And before they actually buy, they're probably going to do some more refined searches. So, maybe somebody searched running shoes and then they kind of realize that's not going to get them anywhere, so they need to search men's running shoes. Or maybe they need to search running shoes under $100. Or, we could get into the running shoes for flat feet or whatever else. Like, that's really where you're going to catch somebody at the end of the buying cycle. And whether you're selling something online yourself, whether you're offering a service, or whether, you're doing some type of affiliate thing, you want to catch those very specific terms. You want to catch buyers at the end of the buying cycle. So one tool to kind of find these long tail keywords is Google autofill. And YouTube has the same thing. Let me open up YouTube as well. So a niche that I've been kind of playing around with just as an experiment. I set up a website and I've been kind of just doing some experimenting, trying out different stuff with SEO to kind of see what works and what doesn't. Because Google gives us hints and tips, but they don't really tell us everything, because then people can game the system. So the niche that I've selected is like drug testing. So if we type in drug testing unethical Reddit, drug testing near me, drug testing for food stamps, drug testing facility near me. None of these, for what I'm doing, none of these really make sense to write about. But this would give me some good ideas in terms of like topics. If I were to do something like, let's see, how to pass a drug test for work. How to pass a mouth swab drug test, Reddit. A lot of people are seemingly going to Reddit looking for advice, and I tend to do the same thing. Reddit, you're not just getting one person's opinion. There might be 100 people commenting on a post. But here's how I might get some topics for like titles of a YouTube video or titles of a blog post that I'm going to make. So simply typing in how to pass, Google is going to place in some, kind of autofill popular searches. They're going to try to guess what I'm searching for. I forget if this article goes into this, but another good one is Google Trends. Yeah, you guys probably know about this tool. I imagine this article will probably cover it. Drug testing. And here we can kind of see breakout terms that are really popular right now. So we can see, if this were on a huge downslope, well, maybe drug testing isn't a topic that we want to get into because there's not a lot of searches. If something is on a huge upswing, well, then we really want to get into it. But down here we can see Serena Williams drug testing lab code RE2, Arizona drug testing recipients, California drug testing laws 2018. Let's see. CBD oil and drug testing, so up 350%. Sometimes you'll find things that are up a couple 1,000%, but I think a lot of people are wondering, if I take CBD oil, because CBD oil is getting really popular, if I take CBD oil, will that cause me to fail a drug test? This is how you get kind of topics or topic ideas to write about for SEO. Let's see what they say here. This is as simple as it seems. Type in a broad search term into the Google search bar, and you'll see a list of long tail keywords tuned in to fit popular searches by users. For further suggestions, you can then enter phrases or variations that they inspire. So again, use this as kind of an idea and then kind of piggyback off of it. If we go over to YouTube, we can do how to pass a drug test no certo. How to pass a drug test last minute 2018 with certo. Let's see, work drug test. Drug testing my kids, drug testing lab code, drug testing my teens gone wrong. Those are kind of like funny, kind of comical parody videos. But you guys kind of get the point there. Let's see, leverage Google's related searches. So, if we go back to Google, how to pass a drug test. I believe this is going to be at the bottom of the page. Oh, and this right here is the knowledge box right here. I'll probably make a video about kind of how to get this knowledge box, because that's something that's kind of getting easier to do. Not a lot of people are kind of taking advantage of structured data. Okay, and then here we see, I believe this is the same thing, searches related to running shoes. Okay, so here's some similar ones. This isn't the feature I was looking for, but how long did it take to pass a urine drug test? How do I clear a urine test? Can detox be detected in drug tests? How can I pass a saliva drug test in 24 hours? Let's see, drug test Okay, and here we got some related searches. Drug test CVS, urine drug test facts, drug test Walgreens, drug test Walmart. So I think these ones are people wondering, like, I'm trying to get a job at Walgreens. Do they drug test? I'm trying to get a job at Walmart. Do they drug test? Five-panel drug test, which is kind of the most popular one. Drug test near me is probably people trying to find facilities. I think kind of a trending topic and something we've seen come up a couple times just in this few minutes that we've been searching. Seems like saliva drug tests are kind of taking the place of urine drug tests, or at the very least becoming more popular. I think probably the people doing the test as well as the people taking the test find this a little bit less invasive than having to pee in a cup. It's also easier, you know, they can swab your mouth. It's a little bit more sanitary, I guess. I've heard that Amazon actually does swab tests like right during your interview. So it's not something where they're having to send you off site to a, you know, Quest Diagnostics or drug testing facility. So we got some good insights from that one. Number 3, take suggestions from Uber Suggest. Uber Suggest is a tool that you can use to find long tail keywords. I think I've used this one in the past. Uber Suggest. There's another great Chrome browser extension called Keywords Everywhere. It's free, and I have it on my other computer. I don't have it on this one. But anytime we search something, it'll give us a bunch of keyword data here. And what's kind of nice about that, actually, you know what the heck? I'm going to download it right now while we do it. Okay, so I just downloaded Keywords Everywhere. Let's see here. This is Keywords Everywhere right here. You know, as you can see, we got, what, 3,695 positive reviews. If we go over, where do we pull that search? We'll just pull a new one. Okay, so if we type in running shoes, we can see what the average cost per click is for various terms. It's also going to give us some longer tail keywords. Running shoes reviews, running shoes Nike. We'll also be able to see the search volume. So this is just going to make you more cognizant of popular keywords. It's, you know, just kind of having this in front of you and kind of being more aware of this data is going to make you better at SEO in and of itself. But that's kind of a cool tool that you guys will probably find useful. I think before we left, we were going to do Uber Suggest, ubersuggest.com. Okay, so I guess Neil Patel owns this tool. Okay, running shoes. Okay, so they're going to give us some search data, and then I'm sure they want us to subscribe or something like that. Keywords are 22 export. No, so I guess we're going to give us data. Dick's Sporting Goods, Google Serve. Okay, so they're going to show us pages that are ranking really well. They're going to give us some ideas of long-tail keywords, so running shoes reviews, running shoes with a wide toe box, running shoes overpronation. So as you can see here, you know, we're getting into these more specific terms. Still good search volume. We can kind of see if it's you know, competitive bidding to where would we want to bid on those keywords to drive traffic to our site. But also these are the keywords that, you know, these are the search terms or the long tail keywords that people are searching right before they're making their purchase. So these are things that you're going to want to pay attention to there. Uber Suggest, kind of a neat tool there. Let's see, 4, generate suggestions with the LSI graph keyword generator. Helps you discover latent semantic keyword indexing keywords. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I don't think I've used this tool before. Drug test. We'll type in past drug test. Okay, urine drug test detection times, urine drug test facts, how to pass a urine drug test in 24 hours, how to pass a drug test for Coke, how to pass a drug test in a few hours, best way to pass a drug test on short notice. So pretty much every one of these long tail search terms, if I were selling, I don't know, say like synthetic urine or drinks to pass a drug test, these would all be topics that I'd either create a page around or which I would write blog posts about. This is one of my favorite tools. This is called Answer the Public. Answer the Public is essentially kind of a keyword tool, but it's really, really pretty advanced. Let's see, we'll begin a new search. I like that guy. Let's see, how to pass a drug test. Okay, so it's going to think for a little bit here. And essentially it's going to give us questions like, why to pass a drug test? Will I pass a drug test calculator? So I'm guessing that has you put in, how many days has it been since you used this drug? Will I pass a drug test after 30 days? Will I pass a drug test after 50 days? Can vinegar help to pass a drug test? Then we got prepositions, which would be how to pass a drug test without spending money. How to pass a drug test without peeing. How to pass a hair drug test without buying anything. So a lot of people are looking for like free remedies, so that I would probably avoid those if I'm selling something, because that's not really gonna, those people aren't looking to buy something. I can download a CSV of all these terms, and then I could literally just go one by one down the list, write articles on these long tail keywords, and just kind of check them off as I go. And another thing, if you prefer the data this way as opposed to visually, what is this? Let's see. We can look at the data, how to pass a drug test with a condom, how to pass a drug test with azo, how to pass a drug test with no money. If we don't like looking at the big kind of flow charts, we can look at the data this way. Let's see, what else I haven't even gone through all these myself. Search for relevant users' questions on Quora. Another way to source long tail keywords in question format is to take a look at what people are asking on Quora. For example, searching the topic running shoes will show questions that might be smart to target as long tail keywords. Yahoo Answers used to be a great one for this. Even though Yahoo Answers I don't even know if it's still active. It may or may not still be around. Some stuff doesn't really go out of fashion. Some stuff stays relevant all the time. Anything having to do with like SEO or e-commerce from Yahoo Answers will probably be outdated. But let's see, pass drug test. How can I pass a drug test? Should police officers be required to pass drug tests? What can help someone pass a meth test? Does baking soda really help pass a drug test? So again, just more ideas of long tail keywords. And what's kind of nice about Quora is this is stuff that people are actually seeking out answers to. So if you had a blog post that titled their exact search keywords and addressed that question, it's pretty much safe to say that you're going to get some traffic from that. Let's see, 7, check out user discussions in online forums. Kind of the same thing. I guess Quora is sort of a type of forum. Reddit is another one. If we were to type in, there's a real estate subreddit. Let's see. Interview with Cutler. This sometimes is more discussion and questions. Let's see, closing. Maybe we'll go to, I think Shopify might be a better example. I noticed a lot of questions pop up on the Shopify one. So if I were like a Shopify affiliate wanting some ideas for articles to write, how exactly does Oberlo work? Great topic for a YouTube video or a blog post. What is the best Shopify theme for a general store? How is more accurate, Shopify or Google Analytics? I think he means which is more accurate. Building a brand, how long should I have for a sale? Let's see. How do I bulk change weights on various products that have multiple variants? All perfect examples of long tail keywords and topics that people are searching for. And then lastly, use a keyword difficulty tool. Inputting a targeted generic term in a keyword difficulty tool can yield numerous related keyword opportunities, many of which will be long tail options. Keyword tracking, keyword difficulty usually also provide useful metrics to help you decide which long tail keywords make the most sense to target. These include relevance to the original keyword, the popularity of the search term, and the level of competition. So I don't know if this is going to be free or not. This is Alexa. Okay, so this is a paid tool. You can do some similar things with the Google AdWords bidding tool, and there's probably some other free tools out there as well. But essentially, if we were subscribed to Alexa, we could search a term like running shoes. It'll rank how relevant these long tail keywords are to the search term running shoes. how popular it is, how many people are searching for it, and then the competition. So, if something's like close to 100, it means a lot of people are competing for it. I'm probably not going to get too far, or it's going to take me a lot of time and effort to rank for those terms. But if I see something at like 20, and it's also got a good relevancy score, well, okay, that might be a keyword that I want to target. So anyhow, kind of a long video. I probably could have done this shorter if I got myself a little bit more organized, but I think the article that we were actually featuring was 8 tips because I threw in the tip about keywords everywhere. We'll title this video 9 tips. So very easy things any of you guys can do. You don't need to be an SEO whiz. You don't need a bunch of training in SEO to do these things, and it'll definitely help with whether you're an affiliate marketer, you got an online store, whatever it is. If you're trying to get traffic, start targeting these long tail keywords, and I think you'll be amazed how effective this can actually be. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button down below, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.